YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna make some crispy fried chicken. Now this was requested by my friend Ricardo, and also shout out to him. Happy birthday to Ricardo. Hope you had a blast. Although this video is gonna be uploaded after your birthday, just know that Nikki likes you. Anyway, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so the first thing we're gonna do is get a cup of all-purpose flour, just plain regular flour, right? So the next coating we're gonna use some Sprite. No, the last time I used Sprite, everybody was asking what is the Sprite for. The Sprite is just to give it that extra crispiness on the outside. Alright, so we're gonna go in with 1 cup of Sprite. To the Sprite we're gonna add 3 eggs. To this, we're also going to add 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Half teaspoon of black pepper. A half teaspoon of salt, and mix it all in. For the seasoned flour third coating, we're going to add 2 cups of white flour or all-purpose flour. To this, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of paprika. One tablespoon of special jerk seasoning, 1 tablespoon of Maggi All Purpose Seasoning, next we're gonna add half teaspoon of cayenne pepper, or a teaspoon, depends on how we like it, if you want it extra spicy. Alright, so finally we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of black pepper. We're not gonna add any more salt because the Maggi seasoning is pretty salty on its own, and who needs that much salt? We're gonna get this mixed in using a whisk. You can use a fork if you have. Ensure that all the seasoning is pretty mixed in the flour. Alright guys, so I did went ahead and season my chicken the day before. You can use whichever seasoning you like. Whatever I use here is not Bible. Mix and match with your favorite seasoning. What I want you to get is the technique that I'm using. Alright, so we're gonna dip it in the white plain flour first. We're gonna dip the chicken leg in the wet batter now and shake off all the excess batter here. We're gonna also dip it into the seasoned flour. Now the secret here guys is to really pack in the flour onto the meat, like really squeeze the flour onto it, right? So when you shake it off, when you do this now, it gives you that flaky look. So that's how I get the flaky look on here. So after I shake off the excess flour, I'm gonna rest it on a rack. You can use a baking sheet if you have, or whatever you have. I'm just gonna use a rack. Alright, and then obviously you're gonna repeat this step for all the chicken that you have. This recipe that I'm doing use about 5 pieces to 9 pieces of chicken. Alright, so when you're finished coating your chicken, it should be looking like this. See how lovely these look? Anyway, we're gonna move on over to testing our oil. See the bubbles? That means it's ready. So now we're gonna fry these chicken skin side down because that's the presentation side. And I know some persons fold the chicken when they're frying it, fold the chicken wing, but that's not Bible. That's when you don't have enough space in your pot to hold the chicken. For me, I don't care. That's my favorite part, so I just fry it like that. But if you want to fold it, then go right ahead. Alright, so we're gonna fry these chicken in batches. They take 12 to 15 minutes to get done. So 60 minutes on one side, 60 minutes on the other side, depending on how hot your oil is. For me, this took 13 minutes and it's ready. Look at that. Look how pretty that chicken look.
Ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.
As you can see here, I'm going to put in the second batch of the chicken and let it stay there for the next 13-14 minutes, and then the next time you hear from me, all the chicken will be done. Alright guys, so this is the finished product now. I'm gonna take out all the pieces from the oil. You know, I was wondering if I should leave this part in the video. You know, didn't want you guys to see how I struggled to get the chicken out of the pot. But yes, this is the finished product and the chicken looks lovely. It tasted lovely also.
Oh my God! Wow! Oh my God!
Alright guys, so this is the end of the video. I tried to keep it as short as I possibly could. I also want to thank all my subscribers. I reached over 100 subscribers. Thank you. Bye.